It's Thursday night again. It is now the 3rd of December. The Monday was the 31st. And I came out kind of tired because I had one of those weekends where I managed to get everything done, but I didn't sleep at the right times because of things that were going on that were so exciting that I just couldn't go to sleep when I usually do. And so I spent all of Sunday recovering from Saturday night and Sunday morning. I think I slept from about 2 in the afternoon till midnight, and between midnight and 7 in the morning on Monday morning I was drifting in and out of sleep and in and out of dreams. It was a rather pleasant experience, but then when I finally woke up I was in no condition to go to sleep again because I was wide awake. And that happens to me in the mornings often. I get some sleep in the cab at night, and then in the morning I can't go to sleep right away. I gotta wind down again. Yeah, it's hard living upside down or backwards sometimes. It was easier when I was younger. Where are we? Oh yeah, Zone 68. Monday I came out, it was quiet. And the thing is, when it's quiet, you just gotta persevere. I think it took till 1 or 2 to break even. And then I just got a couple of lucky fares, you know, ones that went from one end of town to the other, and a couple of decent tips, and I guess the Monday night worked out okay. Tuesday was slower. Tuesday was real quiet. It was like an hour, hour and a half between trips. I think I had 3 trips on by 10 o'clock. Actually, no, that was Monday. Tuesday, the beginning was great. I had my lease on like around before 10 o'clock. But then it got quiet. And then it died right down. And it was rainy, windy. No, actually it wasn't. It wasn't that rainy and windy. It was just, well, it was what it was. It was one of those nights where nobody wanted to do anything. After, of course, I had my lease on. And then it took till about, oh, I don't know, 2 o'clock, and I had maybe $30, $40 in my pocket above the lease and fuel. And that took a while, you know, from 10 till 1 o'clock, 3 hours to make $30. I wasn't doing all that well. Then at 3:15, I had a call. It was a time call. I got it at 3:05 for 3:15. And I ended up taking this guy out to the airport. And so I came back into town before 4, and I still did a couple more trips that were pretty decent. And so my Tuesday turned out okay. Last night, Wednesday, was real quiet. Really quiet. But I was in such a good mood. I just felt so good. And every customer I got were people I wanted to see. And although it wasn't really that busy, I got my lease on by midnight or so. And everyone I had seen up to that point was some, you know, a repeat customer that already was, you know, people I was familiar with and people who like riding with me. So that was a little bonus. Then it slowed down again and I got a lot of sleep. After midnight I had 3 trips. I had one at, I guess, 1:30 or so. I had another one around 3, and they were like around $15 fares. And then I waited and waited and waited. And at 20 after 5, I got my last call. And I get to the guy's building where he lives, and he comes out just carrying a laptop bag. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, this guy's just going to work. No, he was going to the airport. He was going to Calgary for the day, I guess, to do some business meetings in Calgary, and then he was going to come back tonight. So that was a bonus too. And I said, you know, please forgive me if I'm not very talkative. I just woke up. And he said, me too, that's okay. Ah, got a call already, look at that. Okay, let's go do it. And then when I got back into town, it was raining still, and the roads were greasy and yucky, and I just did not feel like washing the car. I shook out the mats and parked it. I went and gave a blood sample for my periodic blood test at the lab. They open at 6:30 in the morning. It's real convenient. So I was able to give them a blood sample and then get home just in time so I could walk down to the chiropractor's. And I got there and I checked in, and there was a thing saying, please see front desk on the screen. So I saw the front desk and I said, what's... And she said, you don't have an appointment today. Oh, really? It's the 3rd, isn't it? She said, yeah, it's the 3rd. And I guess maybe when I looked at the schedule, it was the 3rd of November that I was looking at rather than the 3rd of December. And I said, oh well, I got a good walk out of it. She said, you could always use the machines. And I said, oh, that's for tomorrow when I'll get here earlier. I said, but I came down to see you. And she smiled and said, oh, thank you. Maybe I made her day. Well then, I walked home and I went through the process of unwinding. I looked at the rest of the YouTube that I hadn't seen. I went through my email, answered a couple of items, and watched a movie. The movie made me cry. I think it was around 11 o'clock when the movie was over, and I rolled into bed and started reading a few pages to exhaust myself and fall asleep. I slept through my alarm. The alarm was turning off, and the alarm is basically a radio that goes on at 4 o'clock. And the radio was just cutting out at 4:30, and that's when I opened my eyes and looked around and go, oh, it's 4:30. Let's prepare something to eat and get ready for work. So here I am. I got to the car, and when I was driving away from where I was parked, I was going to start vlogging and then realized that I left the camera at home. So I had to go home, get the camera, and here I am, just about to pick up at the Walmart underground parking. And I hope that other cab that I'm looking at didn't steal my fare. I'm just going to cruise in here and get that and start my lovely night. Thursday night. It took me till about 1:30 to break even, and after 1:30, when I broke even, it slowed down considerably. And I think I had one fare between 1:30 and 4. Did I? Let me check. 1:30. Yeah, I did. It was a little $8 job. It was taking some girl from an apartment building to a convenience store so that she could get a couple packs of smokes and go back to the apartment block. And I was reading this book. It's called Seeds of Earth by Michael Cobley. I started reading this about a week ago, and so far so good. Basically, it's some aliens are attacking the Earth, and they were building these great big spaceships that take people away from our solar system to other places. And once they're out there, they search for people, places where people, planets where people can live, and so they did. And now these alien races have found one of the colonies, and they're all converging upon this one colony of Earth people that was there for maybe 150 years. I'm almost halfway through it. It's entertaining so far. It is the first book of a trilogy, and it's a thick one, so that should be quite entertaining. Yeah, well, it is so far entertaining. The holiday seasons have not yet kicked in. Tonight would have been a major stinker if not for this run to the airport. Now, I'm coming back from the airport, and this night was not at all good to me. I'm taking maybe $55 home for a Thursday night with a run to the airport. If not for the airport, oh, this would have been a real rotten night. So $170 night, $110 lease, $12 or $15 worth of fuel. Peanuts. Could I get 1 week of groceries with that? Well, I did it on $65 last week. I got a week of groceries for $65. I don't know. This holiday season better kick in real soon now, because it's unlikely that I will get another fare this morning. It is 4:45. It's going to take me about 20 minutes to get back into town. Well, maybe I can get another trip. I don't know. Let's turn the wipers on, because there's a car spitting up water from on the road. Get around them. It was a entertaining ride to the airport. The guy was a car guy, so we were talking about cars quite a bit. Yeah. And I didn't realize how fast I was going. I guess that happens when you're sitting all night. Okay, I'm just babbling on about what my week was like, and I hope tonight, which will be the Friday night, is better. I'm going to tell you about it right about here. Right now I'm tired. I don't know if I'm going to go do my exercises today. I might just go home and go straight to sleep. That's how I feel anyway. Or maybe I'll do my exercises, come home exhausted, and I still got a little time to decide. Yeah, talk to you sooner. Morning. I don't know if you can see me. It's dark. The sky is turning blue. There's the moon up there somewhere, and there's some clouds. It's windy as a son of a bitch, so if you can't hear me, I understand. How did the night go? I don't know. Can you see me? How did the night go? I worked hard. I worked real hard. I worked so hard that I'm really exhausted now. And the system was sending us long distances to go pick up people. And, you know, I had to reject a lot of calls because they were just too far away. And I hope you can hear me over this wind. It's looking kind of blustery out here. That's a blowing wind right off the ocean or something. Oh my gosh. If you can hear me, that's great. If not, well, I'll just say that I was really busy. I worked really hard. I deserve every penny of what I made. After a slow week, it was good to have a good night. And I was going steady for most of it, and some mutt is barking at me. And here we are under the street light. Maybe you can see me a little better. Anyway, I'm walking home. I got my bag full of stuff. Things like, you know, books to read and clipboard with trip sheets on it and map books and you know, the shit that I need for work. I don't know what else to say. It's the end of the week. I'm like half a block from home, and once I get there I will have something to eat and a couple of drinks, and I'm going to go to sleep, and hopefully I'm going to sleep really well and really long so that when I wake up I'll be rested, and then I can take care of some errands that have to be taken care of for the weekend. I gotta get some more groceries. I gotta get some well, I'm probably gonna get some more whiskey. Don't know if I'll see Cindy. I'll tell you. Maybe I will. Maybe not. Hope yours is better than mine.